It feels like lately I have been dealing with a lot of emotions, a lot of problems that have been coming up, but in all honesty, they're really just things that are going on inside of me. And if you are dealing with any problems in your life, it is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. And I think a lot of times we like to look at anything that is presenting itself in the moment clothed as a problem in our life and assume that it's something outside of us that's causing the issue. Oh, it's that person. Oh, it's this other thing that came up. But in all actuality, buried deep inside your subconscious minds are thoughts, beliefs, ways of being that maybe you're unconscious of that are manifesting themselves as the problems in your life. And I was really thinking about this earlier today because I was presented with an issue. So I'm not going to go into the details of it because it's not fully manifested yet. But what I will say is that I have this really awesome opportunity and it feels super aligned and I'm super excited about it. And then this issue came up regarding that today. And I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is annoying. But I'm also visualizing the solution, visualizing the end of me already having that thing, doing that thing, whatever. So I know that it's already created, right? The issues that I'm being presented with in my life, in my 3D reality, are really just things that I need to deal with that my shadow is aligned with, is maybe the word. It's really my shadow self that's coming up and saying like, hey, here's a problem because I don't think you really believe that you deserve this. So let me present this issue to you in your reality to see how you react and to see if you believe in that false illusion or if you're going to believe in the reality that you see in your mind that's already done. And I didn't get emotional about the problem that was presented to me in my life. Instead, I could really have a higher perspective look at it. And I saw that this is something that I have to deal with. These are things buried deep within me that I haven't been completely honest with myself about and I haven't wanted to fully look at because it's painful to look at those sides of yourself that in a lot of ways you've rejected and you've just hidden in a corner over there. But at a certain point, you're going to have to deal with it. And it's always going to come up when you're on the verge of something really awesome. And it's like, bam, here you go. What about this? And you're like, ugh, why? And it's so funny because I was being told no by someone, essentially. And I had to look within myself and ask myself, where have I been telling myself no? Where have I believed that I'm not worthy of what I want, what I'm visualizing? And when I think back to my childhood, I think a lot of where I went, I won't say wrong as a child, but where I started to really hide certain aspects of myself was when I was a child and when at a certain point I was really getting what I wanted out of life. But I remember something happened and I started to walk in this energy of feeling like I have to do so much in order to get something that I really want, or it's too good to be true, or I don't really deserve it because how dare you believe that you can actually get what you want, Sydney? Like, how dare you? And I saw immediately, and this is why I kind of started crying and I was just processing these emotions earlier, where I was like, wow, I can actually see that little girl who felt like she didn't deserve to get good things or felt like she had to do so much to get good things, and how this mental barrier, this belief that I've held on to for so long is coming up when I'm about to get something that I really want because I haven't actually sat with that side of myself and told her that it's okay. It's okay that you had that belief before. It's okay that at previous times in your life you self-sabotage. It's okay that you believed at one point that you weren't worthy. It's okay if you believe that too, okay? I think this world is a bit dark, right? And the way that we're all programmed is to be fearful, is to be anxious, because when you are fearful, when you are anxious, you are easy to be controlled. And I see it with a lot of people in my life. They live these lives that are ruled by fear, ruled by anxiety. And I totally understand why I'm in the current environment that I'm in right now, because it's clear that I haven't fully shed those parts of myself, as well as I haven't fully shone a light on those aspects of myself. I want to believe that I'm making those changes, and I definitely am. I'm not going to sit here and act like I haven't been making the changes. I've definitely been making the changes, but there are still some things that I've been a bit hesitant to look at, because it brings up a lot of negative feelings, a lot of shameful, guilt feelings. But if you don't feel those feelings and release them, it's going to be very hard for you to vibrate high permanently, because those feelings are going to come back up when you are ascending and you really, really want something. But then it's like, just like right now. So you have to really be honest with yourself, and you also have to allow yourself to grieve those old versions of yourself that were scared. They didn't know what to do. You know what I mean? They had people tell them that, hey, this isn't possible. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't have this. You can't have that. Because that's what they believed. It's really not a personal thing. Everybody is constantly projecting onto you their thoughts and beliefs, and it's up to you to decide, are you going to accept that as true for yourself or not? And if you're choosing to not, then you have to do the work to really let go of all those beliefs that no longer serve you, and to really feel through them. Allow them to pass. Stop suppressing it. Because you suppressing it is only stunting your growth, one, but it's also making it a more grueling and long process. And I can see in my own life that I have been making my life harder than it needs to be in a lot of ways, but also it's my path. So I'm not going to sit here and be down on myself, and I don't think you should sit here and be down on yourself either. Life is a journey, okay? It's literally a journey. And I think we suffer more than we need to, because we attach so much emotion to a lot of things, and we replay these scenarios in our head, and we get something from that. Like, let's not act like if you keep telling this sob story over and over again, you're not getting some sort of benefit from it. Whether it's sympathy, whether it's whatever, you're getting something from it. Otherwise, you wouldn't do it. Like, you're basically addicted to it. And I was addicted to a lot of narratives that I had playing in my head constantly. But when I really think about it, as I want to change, as I want to up level, those narratives can't go with me into this next season of my life. And those narratives that you have in your life can't go with you into this next season of your life. So you have to let them go. And it's sad, you know? It is very sad to recognize the fact that you can't take certain parts of yourself with you into the future, because they have no place there. They had a place in that past version of yourself where you didn't believe in yourself, where you didn't get what you want. But now, as you decide that, hey, I deserve more, I deserve to get what I want, you have to shed those old parts of yourself so that you can adopt new aspects of yourself that are actually in service to your higher self, as opposed to not in service to it. And that's just really it. So if you like this message, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.